Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Thursday. Today is February 5th. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Thursday. Okay, let's get into it, guys. I'm going to be using some oracle messages for this reading. Now, there's something that I wanted to say because there was something about the seasons changing, and I wanted to mention something in this reading before I started. There's something about seasons changing, but there is also something about connections, okay? Sometimes in life, when you meet people for a reason, okay? The reason could be either to learn a lesson, to understand something more about yourself, or, just to be more in depth when it comes to the energy. Sometimes you meet people for a reason, and sometimes you meet people for a season. Sometimes people are not meant to be in your life forever. Sometimes you meet people who are meant to be in your life forever. Okay? That is the whole point of life. That is the whole point of being on this journey. That is the whole point of duality. Okay? Is that throughout our lives, doesn't matter what we're going through, you will always meet somebody in your life that will always guide you in a way to teach you a lesson, whether this lesson was something that you needed to learn or whether this lesson was something that person needed to learn. And so a lot of you guys could be in this energy where, maybe you realize that you were the karmic in the connection, meaning that you were the walking tower moment, okay? Now, I jokingly say this, when it comes to my energy, I say I'm a walking tower moment. The reason why I say that is because a lot of times people try to humble my energy when it doesn't necessarily need humbling. I will humble myself 1,000 times before somebody can humble me, okay? And the reason why I say that is because, again, you can have everything in this world and you can also lose it. So being grateful is also very significant. Being somebody who goes through transformations constantly and goes through changes constantly, there's this understanding that not everyone is accustomed to it, or they're not comfortable in it. And these readings and messages are for you guys to be comfortable with change, whether the change is good or bad. Change is change, okay? It helps us to, build development, and also morality and also integrity as well, okay? So you guys could skip through that part if you want, but I'm going to jump right into it. 243 on the timer I just saw. So Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective at this time when it comes to the energy for February 5th? What do they need to know? So Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective at this time when it comes to February 5th? What do they need to know at this time when it comes to the energy? What clarity can you give them at this time for February 5th? Okay, guys, so these three cards that showed up, okay, it says the number one, all is in perfect timing. Okay, this is it. It's a time to take action now. I will be here to help you every step of the way. Okay, so take this as confirmation for who anybody needed clarity on their path when it comes to, knowing if this is the right timing, okay? Trust that you guys are receiving the guidance that you're supposed to receive at this time as well. Okay, so this could be confirmation for some of you too. And also staying the course, okay? Number 29. For some of you guys, when it comes to staying the course, like I said, some of you may feel like you're not on the right path, but you guys are on the right path, okay? For some of you guys, it's just a bumpy start, but you guys are learning from your experiences, so keep moving forward, okay? You know that you can trust the guidance that you guys are receiving, but sometimes in the 3D, things move so slow like molasses that it feels like nothing is happening, but it's happening, okay? So let me see if I can get one more card. So Spirit, what other messages do you have for the collective, please? So for some of you guys, being a light to others could be very significant. We have the number 4, okay? When it comes to, you know, your roots, okay, connecting to your roots could be very significant in building a foundation when it comes to you guys being a light to other people. Now, you could be a light to children, to women, and or mothers, or there's something about your femininity or your feminine energy that's very mother-like, okay? For some of you that resonate with this, okay? Now, this is about stability, structure, and like I said, foundations, building long-term foundations, okay? At the bottom of the deck, we have your prayers are being answered, okay? Angels of healing are with you, okay? So again, you guys are showing up, like I said, as healers, divine counterparts when it comes to, you know, helping others grow, okay? And unfortunately, in this day and age, we need a lot of people who have this type of energy when it comes to being a light to others, okay? Because again, we live in a world where people can be very selfish, calculated, okay, evil, mean-spirited. And, you know, the more people that can shine their light when it comes to bringing clarity, you know, the better it can be for everybody on a whole, okay? So yeah, a new vitality. You guys are stepping into a newer beginning with 1 and 1. Okay, 111 is very significant. Also, 1111 could be very significant for some of you guys as well. So even when it comes to like your vitality, you guys are stepping into something brand new. Okay, you guys are growing as well as a collective. Okay, yeah, you guys are moving on. Okay, moving on and stepping into your power. Okay, water is very significant. Some of you guys could be someone who likes to go to the beach, or just being in the sand or in the water is confirmation for some of you, okay? So Spirit, thank you. Yeah, rebuild, okay? For some of you guys could be moving on to rebuild yourselves, okay? Either rebuild yourselves up, okay? Or just rebuild something brand new, okay? Now, this is about spiritual lessons and breaking illusions. Some of you guys could have, you know, went through a lesson because of a challenge, or there's something about you guys rebuilding, you know, something bigger and stronger, right? So even if this is about awakenings or, you know, rebuilding when it comes to spiritual lessons, some of you guys are moving forward. Now 1 + 6 = 7, and this talks about spirituality and inner knowing. So when it comes to breaking the illusions, you guys have an inner knowing that you guys are supposed to do healing work, okay? There is something about having intuitive study, learning something new, but also when it comes to like awakening your spiritual gifts and being in that divine timing is also significant. Heal, okay? So yeah, darkest fears and heal, breaking the chains at the bottom of the deck, okay? So you guys are healing at this time when it comes to this energy. Nourishing your soul and nourishing your mind, body, and spirit is very significant. Also apples, okay? Apples are also significant too, and also you guys reconnecting. So again, with this new knowledge or information that you guys are gaining, okay, there's something about you guys, you know, taking care of your body, your mind, your soul. But not only just that, what you guys are also doing is you guys are reconnecting to your ancestors and also yourself, okay? Now, for some of you that resonate with this, like I said, there is something about the crescent moon that's significant. So some of you guys could be, you know, dealing with certain energies when it comes to releasing, letting go, or also when it comes to the gibbous moon cycle, you know, learning that you guys could be adjusting or adapting, okay, to, you know, whatever energy that's out there, right? So even so, when it comes to the energy, you guys are nourishing yourselves. You guys are reconnecting back to yourself. This is about you guys coming home to yourself. That's so funny with the home there, but there's something about coming home to yourself as well, right? And for some of you guys, it could be scary, right? Because again, you know that you have these gifts, but the thing is, maybe some of you guys are worried about how it will execute in your day-to-day life, how people will see you, okay? And right now, we don't care how people see us. Right now, we're here to do what we're here to do. It's to shine our light, and that's very significant. Yeah, relax. So know that everything will be okay. Know that you guys are moving towards calmer waters with the boat, okay? Again, like I said, for some of you guys, the moon cycle is very significant. So, you know, take what resonates with that. But again, there is something about adjustments, and also when it comes to releasing and moving forward, right? We also have time. So divine timing could be very significant. Some of you guys, when it comes to requesting more time or needing more time, maybe you feel like time is of the essence for some of you, but know that everything happens in divine timing. And I'm also not sure why, but it almost feels like someone feels like they're on a timer or like on a clock, like an alarm. There's something about alarm clocks that are very significant, or like being on a timer, okay? So if you feel like you're in a rat race, that's the kind of energy maybe that you guys are feeling. That is why Spirit is saying to relax and just move towards calmer waters, because you know deep down inside that even if you are worried about your future, you know, the whole point is you're not supposed to know what's supposed to happen in the future. You're supposed to just go with the divine flow. And it's almost like the universe is trying to surprise you, you know, when it comes to this, right? Yeah, romance and connections, right? So even when it comes to like romantic connections, or showing up romantically in connections, that is very significant, right? Even when it comes to like your standards and what you want, you know, you want to be around people, whether this is friends, you know, even if it's like a serious relationship, whatever it is, right? You just want to be around people who actually care. Okay, they care, they understand. Okay, they don't mind connecting in a loving way. And I think that's the thing about people is, if you are very jealous, or if you have like a jealous heart, okay, other people connecting with others, like say you guys are in relationships or you guys are married or whatever the case is, right? If you are someone who does healing work and you are with someone who is jealous because of your light, I'm going to be honest with you guys, that person's not for you, okay? No one should be jealous of someone's light and them sharing that light to help other people benefit themselves. So for some of you guys, there could be people who may look at you because of what you do and think like, I would never go out of my way to help people learn new things without getting paid for it, or without getting this for it, or without whatever, blah, 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 right? And for some of us who do this kind of work, it's almost like, well, if I have to work a 9 to 5 to support my business, I'm going to do what I need to do. Okay, I'm not going to ask the collective to pay me or donate money to me. And it's no shade, but it's true. I'm not going to ask the collective to do that. Okay, whoever's attracted to my energy, or whoever resonates with my energy because of who my energy is and what I bring to the table, that is the kind of energy I want around me. Those who support my business, if they book a reading and they want to pay out of their pocket, those are the kind of people that I want in my energy. I don't want people to feel like I'm forcing people to connect. Do you guys get what I'm saying with this, right? So even when it comes to romantic connections, whether friendship or not, people may feel like it's okay to buy your love, your energy. You cannot buy love. I mean, some people feel like they can, but when you have a lot of morals and integrity and a lot of, you know, broadtopsy, okay, you will not allow someone to, you know, swindle you with material, okay? Anybody can get material if you put your mind and your heart into it. But one thing that you cannot get is integrity. You can't buy integrity. You can't buy common sense. You can't buy morals, okay? So take that with what it is, right? So Spirit, what other messages do you have for the collective? Thank you. Yeah, clear, cancel, and release, okay? So again, when it comes to romance and connections, you guys could have cleared, canceled, and released what no longer served you. Now, it's not to say that you guys are not allowed to be in relationships or, you know, be around connections with people and whatever the case is, right? Because love is the highest frequency. It is the highest vibration. But if it no longer resonates with you, and if it no longer serves your highest good or purpose, meaning that you don't want to be stagnant, you are going to clear, cancel, and delete, and clear and release, you know, people, places, and things that you don't need. Yeah, some of you guys are grounding yourself. Okay, so earth ground is showing up. You guys are grounding yourself and either coming back to yourself, right? And you coming back to yourself will allow you to connect with people who are also coming back to themselves and also understand the path that you're on. Yeah, holy love. Okay, roses are very significant for some of you. At the bottom of the deck, we have cut the cords. Now, for some of you guys, this could be parents as well. This could be parents. This could be friends. Okay, this could be anything. Okay, cutting the cords could resonate for somebody. Maybe this is confirmation for somebody when it comes to cutting the cords and releasing. Okay. So Spirit, what other messages do you have for the collective at this time? What else do they need to know at this time? Thank you. Yeah, so relax, okay? 420, calmer waters and bonds, okay? So yeah, when it comes to you guys bonding with other people, or when it comes to like you meeting new people and connecting with new people, there is something about you guys going towards calmer waters and also being able to resonate with other people. Yeah, there's something about action, so taking action and also new beginnings, okay? At the bottom of the deck, we have unconditional love, okay? 2424. So let me see if I can get more, you know, charms like I did the last time. Okay, and then I'll get some of these. And then I'll get some of these. So let's see what comes up. I'm just going to grab a couple here. Like, I'm not even going to open my eyes to put it in the tray itself, or the lid, but I'm not going to look. Okay. All right, guys. So let's see what we have here, guys. So when it comes to initials, we have the initials A, we have initials O, okay, we have initials O again, okay, so that could be very significant. We have initials L, we have initials N, okay, so take what resonates with that. We also have initials Y, we have initials B, we also have initials Z. Okay, so these are all the initials for some of you guys. Now, I don't know why, but A-N-Y, like any, like I feel like anybody. Okay, I don't know why that came up in my mind, anybody. And also AOL, okay? Anybody who remembers AOL Messenger from back in the day could be very significant, okay? Also, for some reason, I'm thinking of New York because I see here NY. Okay, New York City could be very significant, or just being in the States may, you know, resonate with you. And also, when I see this, I think of the Bronx. Okay, so the Bronx could be very significant. I don't know if someone lives in the Bronx with these initials here, but take what resonates with that. And I don't know if aloe, like A-L-A-L-O, aloe, not aloe vera, but like in the Caribbean, there's like a word for this. If someone remembers, let me know in the comments. But yeah, this could be confirmation, right? But these initials may resonate. We also have religion. That's very significant. So spirituality in the color white, going back to source, divine source, is very significant. Again, you guys could have went through a spiritual reset as well. Okay. Keys are also significant when it comes to unlocking, again, either, you know, opportunities, unlocking new things. Okay. Keys to the door of success, meaning that you have the keys to your own success and to your own, you know, say you have the keys to the car. Basically, you have the keys to the car so that you can drive, okay? Meaning you can make movement in your journey, basically, okay? Hearts could be very significant. Now, this could be about matters of the heart when it comes to love. Okay, you guys could be, like I said, releasing and letting go when it comes to cutting cords. But again, when it comes to love, you guys could be wanting to connect with people on a very deeper level, okay? Deeper level meaning that they don't mind sitting down, talking about life, talking about what they went through. And it's not that you guys are sitting down and talking with one another about life in a negative way. It's almost like you're sitting down and talking about things like, you know, why do people act the way that they do? Why do people do this? Why do people do that? Why can't people just be cordial? Okay, you know, when you think about things like war, and you think about, you know, racism, and you think about, like, you know, things that are just like so you know, you wonder sometimes, like, why are people the way that they are? And that could be the kind of connections that you guys are building, you know, getting to know people who think and feel the same way you do. Not everything is about the surface. So if you are dealing with people around you who say, that's not my problem, I don't care, it has nothing to do with me, or 10:43 on the time, so angel number 143, when it comes to like love and matters of the heart, you could care about certain things that other people may not care about. And you know what? That's okay. That's what we're here for. Okay, we're here to make a difference. We're here to set the example. We're here to start where things maybe didn't finish. Okay, so does that mean we have a lot of responsibility? Maybe. Okay, but being able to see things in a different perspective than other people, thank God there are people like us out there. And I'm not saying it to make it seem like, we're the best of the best, but thank God, because imagine if the world was, everybody was the same. And I mean like evil, right? Then obviously I feel like the world would just fall apart, as if it's not already right now. But at least with a decent amount of good people, there's some type of balance. Okay, so again, we have here some of you guys could be into palm trees. Okay, warm climates or hot countries could be very significant. So some of you guys, when it comes to warmth, again, there's something about someone's energy being very warm. Now, this could be you or this could be someone else. But again, when it comes to warmth, sharing your warmth, again, sharing your light could resonate for some of you guys, okay? We have Gemini, we have Pisces, we have Sagittarius, we have Leo, and we have Aquarius, okay? So we are in Aquarius season, but some of you guys may have these placements in your chart. Okay, for some of you guys, when it comes to taking action like leadership and being in a playful energy, using your psychic abilities when it comes to taking adventures, philosophy could be very significant. But communication as well may resonate when it comes to being adaptable, and also when it comes to how you communicate. Okay, now for some of you guys, when it comes to communication and us being in Aquarius season, there is something about astrology and also social media and technology that could be confirmation too. Okay, so I'm going to end it here, guys. Please take what resonates with you whenever you see this. And again, thank you for supporting my page and channel. You guys can follow me on TikTok and YouTube, and also on my website where I post some blogs, and also I've been doing a little bit of photos as well. The photos that I posted on my blog, I did post them on my TikTok actually last night. So take what resonates with you guys. And again, you guys can follow me on my website, www.mysteriouslyunique.ca. All right, guys, I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys next time. Okay, bye.